Park that rust bucket here one more time, and it's $1,000 a day, sweetheart. Pregnancy or not, rules are rules. Marcus Greer's words boomed across the cul-de-sac like a bad infomercial, his clipboard waving like a scepter in the fading Texas heat. But when he jabbed his finger at my sister's swollen belly and actually shoved her aside, that's when the neighborhood's perfect little facade cracked wide open, revealing the petty tyrant underneath who thought his HOA badge made him king. Mia, ever the peacemaker, tried to diffuse it. Marcus, please, it's just for a bit while I unload groceries. Dad's car. It's all we have left of him. Her voice was soft, but there was an edge to it, the kind that comes from carrying life while dealing with nonsense. The neighbors peeked from behind curtains. Their afternoon walks suddenly paused, forming a loose circle of spectators. Marcus chuckled, that dry, superior laugh that made you want to punch a pillow. Sentimentality doesn't pay the dues, dear. And frankly, if your brother's the one parking it here, Alex, right? The one with the reputation, maybe he should know better. He glanced my way, his tone dripping with that faux concern, like he was doing us a favor by not calling the tow truck right then. I stepped forward, keeping my cool, hands in pockets. Reputation, huh? Funny how that spreads faster than your fines. But let's clarify, this isn't about the car. It's about you playing God with a tape measure and a power trip. His grin faltered for a split second, just enough to taste sweet. The air thickened, cicadas buzzing like an audience holding its breath. Marcus straightened, adjusting his HOA badge like it was a medal of honor. I'm enforcing order, Mr. Rivera. Without it, this place turns into chaos. Like that rumor about you keying cars last summer? We can't have that. Oh, the irony, he was the one who'd started that whisper campaign after I reported his selective fining. But I didn't bite. Not yet. Instead, I let him ramble, watching his face redden under the pretense of authority. The neighbors shifted, uncomfortable laughs bubbling up as Marcus's lecture turned into a monologue about community harmony. One guy in the back muttered, "Harmony? More like harassment." Marcus shot him a glare, but the seed was planted. As the sun dipped, casting long shadows over the Chevy's hood, I knew this wasn't ending with a fine. It was the start of unraveling his little empire of absurdity. That night, the cul-de-sac hummed with low whispers, porch lights flickering like uneasy beacons. Mia paced the kitchen, her hand absent-mindedly rubbing her belly. Alex, he's unhinged. Shoving me? Over a car. I nodded, pouring coffee that tasted like bitterness. He's scared. Guys like him thrive on fear. Make one exception, and the whole trit order crumbles. But Marcus wasn't done. By dawn, a fresh notice was slapped on the Chevy's windshield, flapping like a taunt in the breeze. Aggressive conduct toward enforcement officer. $500 fine, escalating daily. Mia ripped it off, her face flushing. Aggressive? He pushed me. The neighbors saw it too, some nodding from their driveways, but most averted eyes, conditioned to Marcus's reign. He turned the shove into her fault, classic gaslighting with a side of bureaucracy. I crumpled the paper, feeling the cheap ink smear. This is his playbook. Twist facts. Bury dissent under paperwork. Heading to the HOA office felt like entering a lion's den disguised as a strip mall. The place reeked of stale coffee and superiority. Walls lined with binders of bylaws thicker than a phone book. Marcus's signature looped across every violation slip on the bulletin board. Grass 1 inch too tall, holiday lights 1 day overdue, blinds not eggshell white but, gasp, ivory. A mom with a toddler in tow folded her own notice, whispering, "He fined me for a kiddie pool. Said it attracted vermin." What vermin? Squirrels? I smirked inwardly. Marcus's standards were less about safety and more about stroking his ego. Inside, he sat behind a desk piled with forms, smiling that plastic grin. "Ah, Mr. Rivera, come to pay up? Or spread more of your theories?" His voice was smooth, laced with mock politeness. I leaned on the counter, casual. Theories? Like how you protect the community by assaulting pregnant women. Real heroic. He chuckled, but his eyes narrowed. Exaggeration doesn't change rules. Your sister's the one who got confrontational. I have footage. Ah, the body cam, he loved flaunting that toy, patrolling like a wannabe cop. But his bluff smelled off. Footage, huh? Mind sharing? Or is it already edited for clarity? He froze, pen hovering. What are you implying? I shrugged. Nothing. Just wondering how many glitches your cam has when things get inconvenient. The room tensed, the fan whirring lazily overhead. He recovered with a wave. Pay the fine or face liens. Simple as that. As I left, a whisper from the back room caught my ear. Evelyn, his secretary, shuffling papers with shaky hands. She glanced my way, eyes wide with unspoken regret. That night, a soft knock at our door revealed her, clutching a folder like a lifeline. I can't stay long. Marcus would flip. Her voice quivered, necklace twisting in her fingers. Mia offered tea, but Evelyn declined, perching on the chair edge. He makes me edit the videos, calls it streamlining. But that shove, it's wrong. I nodded, silent, letting her spill. He's obsessed with control. Fines for everything. Remember Mrs. Lopez? Sold her house after he hounded her over flower beds. Said they weren't uniform. She pushed the folder forward an inch, then pulled back. I can't give this yet, but if he escalates, I'll help. Her exit was hurried, but the crack in Marcus's armor gleamed. Mia sighed. She's terrified. I smiled faintly. Good. Fear's his weapon. Time to turn it back.